So let me ask you, say I have your formula. Let's just say I have your, you got around, what, 1,500 employees with Bridgewater? Is the number right, about 1,500
that's
employees?
Right.
So if I have the formula that you have, what edge do you have that somebody else has to have as a character, as an individual quality, discipline, patience? What else do you need for somebody to say, guess what, I'm going to go build the next Bridgewater?
Okay, before I go to that, I want to complete my thought on this notion of you as an average investor and why diversification is so important. In order for you to win in the game, like you're going to go in and pick what's a good investment, you are playing against others. You have to realize that, because it's all in the odds. It's like when you go to the track, you're going to have to play against the handicappers, okay? So it is very difficult for you to beat me or to beat others who are putting 1,500 people and hundreds of millions of dollars into how to win in that game, right? And there's a lot of people, and I find it challenging. I find it difficult. So it's difficult to win in that game. It's difficult to win in that game individually by placing the bets. It's difficult to win in that game. It's more difficult to succeed in the markets than it is to succeed in the Olympics. Okay, but people don't realize that. They think I'm going to go have an opinion.
Sure.
Okay, but there are more people trying to do it in the markets than are trying to do it in the Olympics. And so nobody would say, I'm going to run and compete in the Olympics. When you realize how difficult that is, okay, but you can diversify well. Anybody could diversify well. So if we look at what the world will be like in 5 years or 3 years or 1 year, okay, like we're coming in the presidential election, we have all these things going on. Okay, you want to bet on it? Okay, wise guy, give it a shot.
That's what you're doing.
Is that easy?
That's what you're doing.
Okay, well, the only way I can do it is I need to diversify my bets well. I wouldn't want to concentrate on any one of those.
So you're not.
And I try I'll take, like the casino. I'll take that bet, and I'll take this bet, and I'll take a bunch of those bets. But for you as the average investor, you're probably not going to even be able to pick which horse has got the edge relative to the handicappers, okay? And so diversification, that is the thing that I would say, particularly for anybody, it is the most important thing. It's if you know how to do that well. So that's why I'm saying, you know, that page, those couple of pages here was something I wanted to pass along to people.
You'll see a lot of people will say that's a boring formula or it's an outdated. You know, you'll be in the industry and say, oh, this whole diversification is a boring formula, it's outdated, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm just trying to say, I went from nothing. You asked me, okay? My dad's a jazz musician, middle class or low middle class family. I had nothing other than parents who cared for me, and I could go to a good public school. And that was the only thing I had. And if I took that and I say, okay, here I am with the things that has happened over the markets and making money and building a business and so on, there are a limited number of principles that I want to pass along to people, because I think if they can get those principles, that would be extremely valuable. And this is not boring. So when I come back and you say, okay, that arc in life was not boring, that was a very successful and exciting arc in life, and this is one of those principles. So if you take diversifying well, how to diversify well, please go understand that principle. It's only a couple of pages. Please go understand that principle, because when you have savings and you think, how much money do I need for my kids' education or my retirement or whatever it is and so on, and if you don't know how to do this well, you're risking a lot. And if you do it well and so on, it produces an enormous amount of opportunity.